If you are paying for a background removal tool right now, this test might change your mind. I ran 10 of the best removal tools through the exact same footage, and one of the free tools did better than tools people are paying for every single month. In this video, I am going through all 10, and by the end you will know exactly which one is worth your time and money and which ones to skip. I am starting with the ones you can open in a browser right now. Before we get into the tools themselves, here's how the testing is going to work. Every tool gets the same 2 videos. The first one is a natural, clean studio shot with one subject and a very plain background. That's basically going to serve as our easy mode. The second video is going to be much harder. I'm going to walk through an outdoor market with leaves in front of me and a crowd moving behind. If a tool can handle that, then it pretty much can handle anything. And the first one is VEED.io. The free version adds a watermark to everything you export, and paid plans start at $25 a month. Now, VEED is more than just a background remover. It is a full editor right in your browser, so your subtitles, captions, brand kit, and the removal tool are all in the same place. You do not have to open a different app just to finish your video. On clip A, it handles the studio shot cleanly. On clip B though, around the hand, the edges start to fall apart and some of the background shows through. The exported video also comes out a little softer in quality. If VEED is already your go-to editor, having the background removal built right in saves you from opening another tool. The next one is Runway ML. It is also freemium. Paid plans start from $15 a month, but it works on a credit system, which means how much you pay depends on how much you process. On clip B, the output is noticeably cleaner than most other web tools in this test. For a complex video like this, the quality is pretty outstanding. Since Runway uses a credit system, it can get expensive if you use it heavily, but overall, it's the best web tool in this test when it comes to quality. Next up is Canva Pro. It costs $18 a month, and you need that paid plan to get background removal for video. If you are already using Canva for your design work, the removal tool fits right in, and everything feels familiar. But your video cannot be longer than 90 seconds, and if the AI removes something it should not, you cannot fix it. There is no way to go in and adjust it manually. For short and simple clips, it works fine. But on clip B, it cannot keep up with everything going on in the scene. Now here's one with a 30-day free trial option. Adobe Express is different from the other tools here because you can try the background removal feature without paying up front. All you need is an Adobe account, and you can work with clips up to 2 minutes long. On clip A, it does a pretty clean job, but on clip B, the downside is that if the AI makes a mistake, you're basically stuck with it. There are no manual settings to adjust the result, so for simple footage, it's a solid web-based option. There are also 2 more worth mentioning here. Capwing removes backgrounds from both green screen and normal footage. The free version watermarks your exports, and paid plans start from $16 a month. It also lets multiple people edit the same project together, so if you are working with a team, it is a useful option. On difficult footage, the results are not as good as VEED or Runway, but if team editing matters more to you right now, it is worth a look. The other one is VMake, and it is a paid tool made specifically for ads and product videos, and it handles hair and edges well. The downside is that not many people use it, so it can be hard to find help if something goes wrong. There is one more I want to mention, though it does not get a video scorecard. Remove.bg is fast, and it does a great job on images. If you just need a clean thumbnail cutout, it is the quickest option here, but it only works on images, not video. So if your subject is moving, this one is not for you. Here is how the web tools scored. While web tools are pretty good if you just want to get something quick in your browser, for the footage that you actually care about, desktop tools are going to give you much more control over the result. You can also work offline, which means there's no waiting around for the upload. Now let's get into the desktop tools. Now if you want something a little easier to get into, Filmora is worth looking at. It costs $49.99 a year, and there is a free trial if you want to test it first, though it adds a watermark. The feature is called AI background removal, and after the AI does its first pass, you get a manual brush to fix anything it missed. On clip A, it works quickly, and the result is clean. And on clip B, it does a good job even though the scene is really complex, and the brush helps you clean up the edges the AI missed. If you want good results without spending hours learning a new tool, $49.99 a year is worth it. Now CapCut Desktop is free, but the background removal feature requires CapCut Pro. You also get a refinement brush after the first pass if you need to tidy things up. On clip A, the result looks good, and on clip B, it does well, but the edges on the more difficult parts of the frame are not as sharp. One thing worth knowing is that CapCut is owned by ByteDance, so if you are working on anything private or sensitive, it is worth reading through their privacy terms before you run any footage through it. But if you are happy to use CapCut Pro, it gets the job done. Here's how the desktop tools compare. Adobe actually has 2 tools that can remove backgrounds, and they both come with the same $34.99 per month Adobe Creative Cloud Pro plan, but the results they give you are very different. Those 2 tools are Premiere Pro and After Effects, and the choice between them is not about money. It is about what your footage needs and how much control you want. In Premiere Pro, the way it works is you apply something called the object matte effect directly onto your clip in the timeline. You do not have to send the footage to another app or do anything extra. If you are already editing in Premiere, this is honestly the quickest way to get a clean cutout without leaving your project. The clean studio shot comes out sharp, but on the outdoor market scene, while it handles the harder edges well, the the fine hair detail is not quite as clean as what After Effects gives you. In After Effects, the tool you use is called Roto Brush. You paint the subject on the first frame, and the AI follows it through the rest of the clip. After that, a tool called Refine Edge goes in and picks out individual hair strands with a level of detail no other tool in this test can match. On the difficult outdoor scene, it gives you the cleanest result of everything in this test. The only downside is time. It is the slowest tool in this video, and you have to wait for it to finish processing before you can export. It is not the easiest tool to learn, but if you want the best result, this is it. Honestly though, if you're shooting talking head content or stuff like a podcast where the camera barely moves, you're probably not going to need that level of hair detail. It really only matters when there's a lot of movement involved, like a vlog, an ad, or a music video. I tested both of them on Clippy at the same time, side by side, and gave them one combined scorecard since they come on the same subscription. And what really surprised me with these results is how close some of the cheaper tools actually got. Just a few years ago, you basically couldn't get this kind of quality without going straight to After Effects. Here's how to pick the right one. If you want the best web-based tool with a free trial, use Adobe Express. If you want to pay as little as possible and still get solid results, Filmora at $49.99 a year is the one. For product videos and stuff like ads, VMake is one that's actually built for the use case. If you're working with a team where multiple people need to edit the same project, go with CapWing. And the overall winner is After Effects. Every tool above takes your footage and removes the background, but Seedance 2.0 does something different. It uses your original clip as a reference, keeps every movement, expression, and gesture exactly as they are, and then rebuilds the whole scene from scratch. The result is not a cutout sitting on top of a new background. It is where the lighting actually fits the new environment. Let me show you what that looks like. The first test is background removal. I feed Clippy, the outdoor market scene, into Seedance using the removal prompt. The output is me on a pure black background, and every single movement and expression is exactly the same as the original. But here's the part I want you to pay attention to. In the original clip, there are leaves overlapping in front of me, and the crowd in the background are visible. Seedance does not just remove the background behind me. It removes those overlapping foreground leaves and regenerates what was underneath them. That is cleaner than what most tools above can do on their own. The second test is scene recreation and relight. I take that output from the first test and bring it into Seedance alongside a cinematic night background image. The video goes in as video 1 and the night image goes in as image 1. And what comes back is not just a cutout on a new background. The lighting on me has completely changed to match the night scene. Warm neon coming from the left, cool moonlight rim from the right. The light rays around my ears and hair react naturally to my movement in real time. That is the side-by-side you are looking at right now. The original market scene on the left and the final cinematic night scene on the right. No other method in this video can do this kind of lighting change on its own. Seedance does come at a cost though, and it is the most expensive method in this video by a long way. But it is also doing something completely different from everything above it. The tools above remove backgrounds, but Seedance rebuilds scenes. And once you can rebuild scenes like that, you can do stuff that was basically impossible before. And that is a massive difference between how a lot of creators do stuff right now. If you want to see how AI can do the same thing for an entire YouTube channel, that video is on screen right now. I automated a full channel with AI and broke down every part of how it worked. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.